man, I just heard that the whole building just got exploded by the legs or whatever was going on. That's crazy.
Huh, 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 huh. I want to read my book. Oh man, dude, today's the day. It's the day. It's the Superman day. Welcome everybody to the episode where we're gonna talk about a Superman, the Superman episode of Superman. Holy shit, dude, it's finally here.
How you guys doing?
Holy crap, it's the time to finally talk about what Anthony's been hyping up for the past couple of
Me?
episodes. Yeah,
What are you
man.
talking about?
Fuck, dude, get your cups in the back over
What do you? I think you have the wrong guy.
there. Man, bro, I'm so excited to talk about the film. But
Me
before we
too.
start talking about the film, we're going to talk about the quote. What's the quote,
We're gonna
Anthony?
talk about the quote first and foremost. Before I give the quote, shout out to a friend of ours, friend of the show, cool guy I met in class. We tried to have him on. Unfortunately, we had some technical difficulties, so we
Yeah.
kind of had to restructure the episode. But he gave us a lot of interesting points of discussion. He gave us the quote, and he also gave us some questions, some things to share. So shout out Christian. Thanks, Christian, and hopefully we can have you on under better circumstances. You're always welcome here in the Double A podcast. So whenever you get the chance, whenever we sort things out, you're more than welcome back, and we'd absolutely love to run it back.
Hell yeah, bro.
So the quote he provided was he saw the movie with his pops, and speaking of pops, Paul Kent was a standout of the movie where the
Oh,
quote go.
man.
Found
Oh,
it.
man. Yeah, okay, cool.
This is a quote from Paul Kent to Clark when he's at the farm. I'm not gonna give any spoilers yet, but I'm just gonna say that it was a very heartfelt moment. The quote goes as follows: "Parents aren't for telling their children who they're supposed to be. We're here to give you all tools to help you make fools of yourself all on your own." And I think that that's a testament to what the movie stands for, and how good of people Ma and Pa Kent are, and that's why Superman is the way he is because of this
Man.
upbringing.
Oh, man. That was such a beautiful moment because you even cried in that scene, right?
And I tried to hold it in, but
Yeah.
it kind of moved. They had their moment, and then the scene was transitioning really quickly, and I'm waiting for it to get quiet. I'm like, perfect, and then I wasn't waiting for it to get quiet. I was waiting
Yeah,
for the
you were
quiet moment to
waiting.
pass.
You just,
So I'm like, and then it gets quiet, and and then
yeah.
it, and then you guys are next to me, and it's just like
Yeah. Like you're trying to strategically tear up.
didn't work. There was at least a few moments in the movie where that happened to it. Just
Yeah, nah,
yeah,
that movie had a lot of that
a lot of heart.
heartfelt, man, dude.
So I guess you guys know
Superman.
where we stand on the movie. Well, we're gonna skip newsflash, even though there's a lot of things popping out, but we're just gonna get straight into real talk. Yeah, straight into it.
I go first.
Yes, Aldo. What did you think of James Gunn's Superman
Man,
2025?
well, I'm in the spotlight. I'm nervous. Okay, no, I think that film was a film, dude. Let me tell you why. Before I say all the good stuff, I just want to say right now, I don't like Lex. I don't like Lex's actor pick. That's really it, kinda. With when it comes to like not even like the film part, but like like I feel like they could have picked a better actor because he looked like a kind of like a little egghead. I don't know. I don't know. The
Some
bald.
people just aren't built for being bald.
I guess so, man. I guess so. Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't look like Lex Luthor yet to me. But him being a him being like him not being able to control his emotions, him doing all sorts of shit, like getting really angry, etc., etc. Is very Lex like. But when he gets upset, it doesn't feel like when Lex gets upset in the cartoon or in the animated series. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But other than that, man, this movie, I don't cry. I don't cry. But I
Me
almost
neither.
did. But I almost did. Because when you fucking at the paw conversation with Superman, I was like, wow, that's such a beautiful scene. Because it's so like I could really feel without even like seeing the parents a whole lot in the film. It's just that by the way they were every moment that they were in the film, like even in the first time we saw them, which was through the phone call, and they're like, we're just trying to say hello. You know, like you already know, like their
Clark.
only existence is just been exposed of genuine and cuteness. Like that's all they've ever
They were
done
just so
ever.
cute, man.
Yeah, like
They were just so lovely.
they've never heard a
And I made you
fly
read
ever.
in that book you had For All Seasons, very reminiscent of For All Seasons.
Yeah, it's just that's what it is. Like they don't have like a they don't have an inch in their body that can ever cause harm. And through the 5 minutes we actually see them, man, those scenes were probably one of my more favorite scenes in the film. Um, and then having Superman not only be him in the film, but also like the other characters is one of my other favorite parts of watching Superman. Because Guy Gardner and Mr. Terrific were the best parts of that film, if it regards like what actually was going on with the
Aside
action
from
and
Superman, like,
yeah, but I like they both kind of stole the film for me.
oh yeah,
So
for sure. Scene
yeah,
stealers.
so with all that, without getting to the specifics, that film was at least a 9.5 out of 10 for me. A lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. And the other bad thing that I will get to later, because it was more story based, but we'll talk about that when we talk about that. Um, it was just overall like a really good movie because it was action and it was also really heartfelt and it was very heartfelt and it was very actiony, very James Gunny.
The James Gunn special.
Exactly, the James Gunn special. So it was just beautiful all around. So yeah, what a
I like
movie.
that.
Yeah, man, that was awesome. Your turn, man.
My turn. I saw it twice. Saw
Man.
it once. Had to get used to some of the issues that I will speak about. It's not a perfect movie, but I adored it nonetheless. I saw it 2 times. I would have seen it 3 times if I had the opportunity to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start off with the gripes I had. I love Nicholas Hoult as an actor, so I think all the casting was fine. I understand. We've spoken about why you're not particularly fond of him in the role, and I completely
Hmm.
understand.
Yeah.
Um, Pacing wise, it really does throw you in, and I was just kind of like, okay, we're establishing a universe. We're gonna sit here and it's gonna marinate a little bit.
Hmm.
Metahumans existed 3 years ago. The strongest metahuman was introduced 3 minutes ago, I believe it was. He lost his first fight. Oh
Yeah.
shit. Oh man, we're moving. We're flying. We're Superman flying through the Arctic right now. So I had to get used to that pacing, and I was really trying to. I was playing a game of catch up throughout the movie because
Hmm.
I knew what was going on, but it was presented in an episodic format. And in test screenings, they removed because you remember the Suicide Squad. How well do you remember it?
The James Gunn. Oh yeah, the Suicide Squad. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember it. Yeah.
Remember how there was like cool title cards every time like a scene, not every time a scene transitioned, but like a new act followed, and then it was like, boom, we're here.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
some creative title cards. They had that for days of the week. So like, I think when he landed in the Arctic Sunday, and then when he's walking to the Daily Bugle Monday. So
Oh.
it's structured very episodically, and I wasn't really prepared for that. So it was moving pretty fast, and I was like, whoa, I'm trying to catch up, and then I'm trying to let everything sit, and then it's moving. But Superman moves at breakneck speed, so that's least of the things. There's
Hmm.
also something plot wise which we will speak about. Other than that, like I really don't care that much. It's not gonna knock that much points off, and I'll tell
Yeah.
you
No.
why. We'll get into the good things, but yeah, like when you grade comic book movies, like you kind of have to look at them through different lenses. Like comic books are the most like fantastical whimsy. Like they're so silly. So you can't be here and like nitpick everything because like the less of a comic book it is, the more of a movie it is. So like Logan isn't very comic booky. It has those elements, but it's more a spaghetti western than a comic book movie.
Hmm.
I think this movie strikes the balance perfectly. Although it might lean a little more to the comic book side, but it still is a fun movie. It still is a good movie.
Yeah.
Um, and that's like one of the positives I'm so fond of. It is unapologetically comic booky. There's so much. Baby Joey shows up. Metamorpho is doing metamorpho things.
Hmm.
Guy Gardner's there with his bowl cut, making crazy constructs. Hawkgirl screeching. Superman is being Superman. He's using the engineer as a sack of
Yeah, it's like a
potatoes
battering,
spinning
like a
around.
mace, like a yeah.
Yeah, that Ultraman fight in the third act was so cool. The Raptors are flying. You have all this like comic booky goodness. Like it's
Yeah.
so fun. It literally leaped off the pages. And then you have the movies like I think the closest example was Spider-Verse. Like that is the most comic booky looking movie.
Looking,
Um
yeah.
yeah, comic booky looking movie, but it's also in reality a coming of age story.
Yeah. Cuz
So
it's
you
not a comic book movie. It's a comic booky looking movie.
comic booky looking. I
Yeah.
mean, it has those elements with the Spider Society and things like that. Because even then,
Oh,
um,
well. Yeah.
it's comic booky to a degree, but it's more aesthetic
Cuz it's not
than
like an Adam West
legit.
Batman. That's
Nah,
comic booky
shark
with my
repellent and they're
bat phone and
surfing.
my bat car and my Okay,
Yeah,
continue. Yeah.
get to pounding, Joker.
Yeah. Fuck, man.
I was talking to Frank. Shout out Frank. How you doing? Right
How you
after the
doing, Frank?
movie, and we described it as like very Saturday morning cartoon, very Justice League Unlimited, where just everyone's in there in the big mix and everyone's there having fun and they're doing their own thing. And that's how I think that is how you are to establish a universe and make it feel so incredibly lived in. It just felt
Mm.
so lived in, as opposed to like Iron Man 1 and then, oh, Iron Man only exists, but where are the other heroes? Because we didn't even
Yeah.
have the notion like, oh, the heroes are probably doing their own thing, which that's like the canon reason. If you're starting a new universe, like that's just how you describe. Because obviously, real world, the movies aren't made yet. In universe, they're doing their own thing. But Iron Man 1
Yeah.
felt so secluded until we start progressing. Superman, first movie in this universe, is so lived in. There's so many characters. They're interacting with each other. So which I think the issue that it's too many characters, I don't think it's a bad thing.
Yeah, that's the best
Um
part. I love that.
yeah,
James Gunn knows how
when
to
it's so
have a
lived
lot of
in.
characters without it being messy.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
mean, he's so good at the dynamic.
Yeah.
Um, it's incredibly comic booky. It was incredibly fun, but all that fun aside, what James Gunn is known for is all the heart and is all the passion that he injects into the movies and the scenes with Paul Kent, the scenes where Superman just realizes what his true mission is, and just
Yeah.
him being like the whole notion that being kind is punk rock. Like that's such a great way to present that message. Because I know Superman, the main challenge James Gunn had is presenting kindness in a world that deems it as old fashioned. Because currently people aren't that nice. People
No.
are kind of mean. So
Mm.
like, how do you present the idea? Like, yeah, we know we
Performative.
have to be nice.
Yeah,
We
man.
know we have to be nice. We know we have to do good, but it's not something that's really prevalent in this day and age. So like, how do we present that message? And then
Yeah.
currently, like, there's all the hardcore stuff going on, and everyone's just so happy. And I think it injected so and reinvigorated this character that I had such a profound love for as a kid. But now currently, on the cusp of Man of Steel and Snyder,
Mm.
that has shifted, and the evil Superman trope took over, and it's such a tired trope, and one I'm not a fan of, and one you're not a fan of.
Oh, fuck that shit.
If you like Snyder and you like his movies, I respect it. He has some ideas that,
No, you
like,
don't.
I see the vision a little. I see the vision a little bit, and I respect it. We have some friends of ours, like Christian and like Joshua, they like Snyder, and that's fine. You're entitled to that. Just like I'm entitled to the fact that I do not like those movies at all.
Yeah, yeah,
But on the
yeah.
cusp of that, and
But
now
they're
we're
also
kind of bringing
wrong.
it back. We're bringing it back to the Reeves movies, and we're bringing it back to what made and why people love those movies so much. Just like your mom speaking about Superman, Christopher Reeve is the
Hey,
Superman.
Superman. Hey,
He'll
Superman.
always be Superman
Yeah.
because it just had that heart, which was something that was lacking from those Superman movies. Not Reeve movies, but like recent Superman projects, and I think superhero movies in general. So like, do I care that there's some issues with pacing? No. Casting was great, acting was great, brilliantly scored. I don't know why people say it's not a memorable score.
Yeah, what the
There's
fuck?
two specific moments in the beginning when he's flying out of the Fortress of Solitude, and in the third act when he's fighting Ultraman, they're like, kill him, and he's like, good luck with that, and he starts flying. Boom, peak,
Yeah.
absolute cinema. So my rating is also a 9.5 because yes, it's not perfect, but neither is Superman. That's why he loves it so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I can't knock off that many points just for
Yeah.
just for those
Well,
things. Because as a movie, it's not
yeah.
but
We
it's so
can
much
talk about the
fun.
problem right now. Actually, the
Yeah,
problem
because
that
we
we're
both agree on it.
yeah, the problem that we're talking about, which is like also like everyone has this problem. A lot of people do, is the space in which the message from Jor-El was given to Superman, how quickly we were supposed to actually like accept that as fact. Um, the first time I saw it, and the first time he saw it, and a lot of people's first times, it was like, oh yeah, Lex is like looking at the thing, and the engineer's like, I found a message, and then boom, it cuts to the message being exposed that he's a bad guy. He's supposed to like take over the world, have like a what is it like a harem, herald, whatever.
Secret harem, and he's supposed to like Invincible style, Dragon
Exactly.
Ball style, kind of just like
Yeah.
repopulate and take over.
Yeah. So we're looking at that as first time watchers and we're like, oh, that's obviously like faked or edited. That's
Yeah, of
obviously
course.
edited because of the way it was like, oh, I think I found the message, and then it cuts to him exposing it. Like they could have easily fixed it because what the way it was executed, it made it look like he changed it because we didn't actually get to see it when he saw it at the same
We
time.
just needed Lex watching the
Yeah, that's
original
all we
message.
needed. We just needed him to look at it because when it comes up and he sees it for the first time, we're seeing it for the first time. We know it's real because it came from uh the the Fortress of Solitude's video.
From
But
straight
because
from the source.
we saw it from him showing it, it's like, oh, it's obviously fake. We're gonna see later in the movie that it's obviously edited because we already know him as a guy who spreads misinformation with the fucking monkeys typing away.
Oh, the
So
Snyder fans?
yeah, the Snyder fans. So what? So the problem, the problem with that was that um, Mr. Terrific was literally just like looking at it and he's like, "Nah, man, trust me." And
Nah, man.
that was supposed to be our way of getting validation that it was real. But
That was
I
the
still didn't
confirmation.
believe it until eventually they didn't really talk about that anymore. You know, like because already like in the script and the way the movie was plotted and put together, everybody in the movie already knew that as fact. So they already moved on with that kind of. All they had to do was just kind of like Superman had to just had
Yeah.
to learn how to like uh deal with it. I still wasn't there yet. I was like, oh yeah, but when are they gonna talk about it being fake? You know?
Yeah, the
And
twist didn't hit for me because I'm like, oh, it's same thing like what you're talking about. So I'm waiting for
exactly.
them to regress on it, and it never did.
Yeah, but that was really the only problem because the actual story portion of that was brilliant because I'm not upset that the Kryptonians, even though they're supposed to be a peaceful race, is evil.
I had to get over that. I'm
It
currently now over it. I'm accepting of it, but obviously when it first
yeah.
happened, I'm like, whoa, that's a little different. It's definitely a choice, but I
Yeah.
respect it. I'm at peace with it,
I was never upset about it. I thought that was pretty cool because the real parents are Pa and Ma Kent, you
which was
know?
such a beautiful payoff at the end of the movie. Like that also
Exactly.
offsets it. Yeah,
Which is why like it was just a pacing issue. It wasn't a story issue because
yeah.
at the end of it, even once I was able to move on from everything unsatisfactorily, unsatisfyingly, um, him looking up when he's like in this chair, seeing his real parents is calming him down, and it's just footage of him as a kid raised by his mom and pa. Like that was like the way it resolved the whole thing for me. Yeah, yeah, no, it was a really good scene. But other than that, I really don't. I really wish that James wouldn't do something like that. That was like a.
Pacing wise, though, not the actual choice.
I've never felt like I've never felt in the movie where I was like, am I misunderstanding the movie? I've never felt that
Yeah,
until that movie, until Superman.
yeah. It
But
was a weird feeling.
yeah, but James Gunn was like, no, that was real the first time we saw it. I don't understand why everyone thought it was fake.
He's gone on record to say like, yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know why
he
people are not believing it. Like that is a choice. So
yeah,
he's not doubling down. And people had their theories. Zod interfered. Brainiac interfered with the message.
you know, him saying it could be him, absolutely pretending to not know anything.
He's
You
a
know.
smart guy.
Yeah, James is pretty smart, and he knows about every other superhero that exists in DC. You know, he could totally just have someone mess with the footage. That's
And
not.
have someone call me to cast me as Batmite.
Yeah, yeah. And me as Mixie Spitlick,
Can we get
or
a buddy cop movie of us as those characters?
dude as Mr.
One
Kiltipsy's in, bro.
one $1 million.
Dude,
Anyways,
yeah. So, um, regarding what James was saying, he could totally make it so that Zod altered the footage, so it is real. It is real footage. It was never faked by Lex, but that's not to
because
say
Zod
that
has always wanted to invade.
exactly.
He's not a peaceful Kryptonian.
Yeah. So I that could be pretty cool. There's
That's
still a
definitely
chance, even though him saying that it's real, there still could be a chance that he's lying
that's
or
definitely a fly head as well. Only because of the implication of here's Supergirl at the end of the movie and she's Kal-El's cousin.
Mhm.
So Kara's there, and I guess maybe she didn't know the House of L on like an intimate level, but
Yeah.
how do you not know your cousin's parents are evil? I don't know. I feel like she should have maybe known.
The
Or
I don't know much about her backstory. Does she also get a message? No, right? She gets nothing.
nah, she just has to deal
She
with
just has the
her
dog.
home, which is why she's on. She just has crypto, which is a smart way to like. Why is crypto in the movie? At the end, we figure out, oh, like she's gonna go get drunk and party and stuff, and that's so derivative of Woman of Tomorrow. So I'm so excited for that movie. But
Yeah.
that's a smart way to do it. But yeah, she just has to deal because they sent Clark away, so Clark kind of had, even though it's still a little tragic. At least he
Mhm.
had it a little better. Kara just had to deal with Krypton blowing up, and she was so disorientated. She really had nothing.
Yeah.
She didn't have a pawn Ma Kent,
No, she didn't.
which is why she's getting drunk and she's partying and
And then there's Lobo. What the frag? Shit. I'm so
that
excited.
Stitch.
Dude. I love Lobo. Lobo's my favorite DC character. I'm so excited for Momoa to adapt
That's
that.
peak casting though.
It's amazing casting. He looks just like him. All he needs is just the black makeup with the red contacts and the white skin and chains and that cool bike and that biker jacket, whatever.
I hope they give him the motorcycle. I
Sleeveless.
hope they give him everything.
Man, he's huge. He looks just like
Yeah,
him.
dude.
Dude,
Yeah, no,
I'm
it's
so
big.
excited, man. That would be awesome. Um,
That movie's gonna be totally different than Superman. Only because I think the way they portrayed Supergirl in the CW show is it's just a female version of Clark, but that's not the case at all. People don't
no,
really know that. People don't really know that Kara is she's
actually
vengeful,
troubled.
she's mad, and she's troubled. And then
Yeah.
there's all this inner turmoil that she has, which Clark has the inner turmoil as well. But then again, he had Ma and Pa Kent.
Do you like the CW DC shows? The Flash is also the CW shows, right?
Flash was a part of the CW. The Flash,
Meh.
Grant Gustin was great though, and he's way better than Ezra Miller for sure.
That's true, but he also has a humongous freaking noggin mask. I don't know what's up with that. He looks like he has the Lego minifig. The minifig.
That's
You know
diabolical.
what I'm talking about, right? Where it's like
No, of course. That show had
huge.
interesting concepts and
Yeah, no.
cool ideas, but then the longer it went on, the worse it got. Arrow
Yeah.
was kind of cool. They're not nothing to write home about, to be honest. Superman and Lois, although I didn't see it, I heard it was really good,
Mm.
and I like Tyler in the role. And I saw a clip of like the ending, and I think it's a beautiful way to end it. I think they had some right ideas there as well, but as a whole,
Yeah, no. I've seen clips of the Flash one specifically and how it's like what was it like
you just
it's
got
a
to run faster every
Tuesday.
time.
Like that type of like sitcom writing, man. No.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't. And also, maybe it's just because it's Flash specifically. I don't like. I'm not really a fan of the Flash rogues. How they're all kind of just in a Flash outfit, different, you know, in a different way.
Oh,
You got
I
the
mean,
Black
no,
Flash, you got
because
the
he
Red
has Captain
Flash, you got the
Cold and
Yellow
Captain
Flash.
Boomerang and Ultra Humanite, and he has a bunch
Those,
of rogues that aren't. Grodd is a
no,
Flash rogue.
I know. I'm talking about
Yeah,
in the Flash show, the CW
yeah.
show. It's just like that was kind of like the only one they really focused on. I haven't
Zoom,
really,
Savitar, Reverse Flash. I don't think it's that bad,
which
but I
is
understand.
because
It's
imagine,
because
just
it
think about it.
plays with that timey-wimey aspect too.
Yeah,
With just like enemies
yeah.
in the Speed Force. I don't think it's that bad for that reason at all. Like,
I
because
mean,
you have
mm,
Reverse Flash from the future. So they're just like when you deal with like space and time and run and because speed is a time thing essentially, it can
mhm,
become a time thing. So you just have alternate versions of the same character, and that's how you deal with that time thing.
yeah.
I think it's all right. I don't think it's that
Uh,
bad.
I don't know.
I don't know how the show
Actually,
ended,
yeah.
but people were saying this was a while ago. I don't know. Forgive me if this is how the show ended, but that the show would end with him being so fast that he ended up being the lightning bolt that struck him to give him his powers originally.
Oh shoot.
That would have been so cool. I don't know if the show ended that way though. I just know Ezra Miller had a cameo and there was a whole bunch of things. I didn't keep up the show.
Yeah. No.
It was coming out since I remember on my 8th grade trip, someone was watching The Flash on their phone,
Mhm.
and then I'm like, oh, what are you watching? 8th grade trip, mind you. I'm a grown ass man. Oh, what are you watching? I'm watching The Flash. That show sucks. No, it doesn't. That's all I remember. She started Madison, if you're watching, I'm so sorry that I made you cry on the bus to Universal.
That show sucked. No.
Doesn't. And
Wow.
she shed some tears. I really apologize. I was kind of a handful.
No, you're not. Man, speaking of going on with James Gunn and the Flash, you said that um that the Flash and Aquaman, they're not going to be shown for a
Aquaman,
very long time in
at
the
least
new DC.
2 years.
Oh, that's actually not that bad.
Right now he's focusing on the heavy hitters. Batman needs to be established clearly, and Wonder Woman needs to be established because that's the big three of DC.
You're right.
So it makes sense to establish the heavy hitters. But what they're doing with Superman, which is something you liked and which is super smart, um, you you revolve a movie with a heavy hitter with a bunch of lesser known characters.
Yeah.
Hawkgirl, Guy Gardner, and Mr. Terrific, whom we love now. Like everyone knows that one fight scene with 5 years time. It was fun, fun, fun. Everyone loves Mr. Terrific now.
Yeah. I'm
You
goddamn
ask
Mr. Terrific.
everyone likes Peacemaker now. Peacemaker who? Mr. Terrific who? Their
Chimpar.
household names. People you wouldn't imagine. People have never touched a comic book now love these characters, which is the James Gunn effect. So I think if we're gonna establish Batman,
You're
we
right.
bring in some lesser knowns. We establish Wonder Woman. We bring in some lesser knowns. Make the universe lived in. Make it more fleshed out.
Detective Chimp. I mean, we're gonna see a Detective Chimp movie now. I love Detective Chimp. Yeah.
The detective aspect of DC is fun. You didn't even know DC was Detective Comics.
I didn't think about it. I always heard like Detective Comics and DC, and I'm like, oh, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, like the DC is the Detective Comics. There's a
I
lot
actually
of
lied to
detectives.
you. DC stands for Detective Chimp.
Dude, it's if James is gonna do all that, I want Elongated Man. I want Detective Chimp,
Animal Man.
Batmite, um, Animal Man. I think you're referring to that one talk show host who had James
They were
Gunn on.
mentioning these characters.
Yeah, and they were like, I would be a pretty good Animal Man. I would also be a pretty good Elongated Man.
DC actually stands for David Cornsweat.
You know what? I guess he's gonna be the Iron Man of DC now. I guess.
That's what this movie served as for, and
Yeah.
Superman has kind of been the pillar. Superman and Batman.
So
But
makes sense.
it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Speaking of, you wanna get more into we had a great conversation about like not niche characters but like lesser known characters and rogues and like all these crazy characters that we haven't really seen that we would like
Mhm.
to. How
Uh.
far do you think James gonna go? Because he knows about Mixie Pitlick. He knows about Batmite. He loves Batmite. He
Mhm.
brought in Guy Gardner. He brought in Green Lantern you wouldn't expect. He brought in Mr. Terrific. But how
Mhm.
far do you think he'll push the envelope? Do you think he'll go the lengths of Detective Chimp? Do you think he'll bring in people like The Question
Man.
and Toy Maker? Because like what I had mentioned to you, the James Gunn effect. No one cared about the Guardians. Like I've told
No.
you, those comics are
Yeah.
boring. I tried. I did try. Now, Come and Get Your Love is synonymous with Chris Pratt dancing and Star Lord. And I even told you, Guardians have their own rides. They have one in California and they have one in Florida. They have their own roller
Yeah.
coaster. They have Mission Breakout. They have their own corner of an Avengers campus.
Mhm.
So you mentioned Guardians of the Galaxy to maybe people that haven't really read comic books. Oh, I love those movies. They're now a household name. Star Lord is a household name.
Yeah.
Mr. Terrific is now becoming a household name. They just now filed the copyright for that. That means no one cared so much about Mr. Terrific, like no one cared at all that they didn't need to worry about people taking it. No one was gonna
Yeah.
take Mr. Terrific. They just
Wow.
now filed the patent for it. So now they want to make him key player.
Yeah.
So do you
That's
think
great.
he can have this effect with lesser known characters, characters that people don't really care about or don't really know? And how
The
far will he push the envelope?
I would love if Detective Chimp is a household name. He can totally do it if Detective Chimp is in the path to his stories, you know? Which if he's gonna do one movie at a time, he could totally just think of like, oh, a Batman movie uh and then he could do like a Batman movie regarding Mixie Spitlick and King Joker. He could totally do that, where it's a more fantastical movie. And then maybe Batman can have an actual detective story, because that's also not like a stretch to his actual character. He's the
Yeah, no,
greatest
no, the
detective.
Batman pulled it off fantastically.
Yeah, and that's technically not in the DC canon now.
Oh,
That's just a
yeah,
different
it's separate.
it's a separate canon.
It's
So
it's
like
Elseworlds.
is it? They made that
It's
Elseworld.
considered Elseworlds. Yeah, that's what James Gunn is calling his movie. Instead of saying it's a different universe, because Elseworlds is the canon term for like multiverse.
That's the
Yeah.
DC.
So the
Okay, that
Batman is an Elseworld story. Anything else,
I
like
like
some of
that.
the animated movies, like Batman Aztec that just dropped is
Mm.
Elseworlds. Like
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. So Batman could totally have a King Joker story movie, and he could totally have a actual detective story. Those are Batman stuff. Batman goes through all those types of things, and then he has his Justice League things. So those are totally possible. So Detective Chimp here, Elongated Man over there.
it sounds so
Uh,
funny because these are like, yeah, just throw in Detective Chimp. Like
yeah, right, yeah.
he excels with animal characters though. Like it's really not that far to the realm of possibility.
Yeah, no, yeah, and then Killer Croc will be pretty fucking cool
That would be
too.
so cool.
I love
We've not seen Killer
Killer
Croc.
Croc
We've not
now.
seen Scarecrow. We haven't seen like a
Yeah,
comic
no,
booky Scarecrow.
yeah,
We've
no,
had
we've just
Crane in
seen
The Dark Knight, but I have a question
yeah.
for you actually on the time of Batman. We can return to this conversation.
Okay.
I was thinking about it the other day. Um, I do not mind short ears Batman at all. Long ears Batman is also cool. Do you have a
Mm.
preference? Normally people associate short ears with like the brawler Batman, one that's always fighting. Long ear Batman is more detective because he's always perched up and he's always looking. You have the long ears. If the ears are too long though, how's he gonna fit into vents and stuff? Boonk. Like
Well, it'd be like this, dude. It'd be like that, bro.
I don't have a problem. I think both serve their purpose in whenever medium they're used. I actually don't have a preference. I tried to think which one I think is cooler. I don't mind either. I think short ears can look cool. Long ears also look really cool.
It depends on the build because because like you're saying, if he's
Mm,
brawler, um, if he's brawler Batman, then like he would be wider, so the ears would work with his wideness because it's more horizontally inclined. Like when
yeah.
he's what is it, Batman? No,
Batfleck.
I was gonna say Batman Brave and the Bold. Oh yeah, Batfleck also when he returns as Batman when he's older.
Brave and the Bold has short ears.
Um, you're right, and look how he's drawn. He's pretty wide.
Yeah.
I'm also thinking of the story where he's came back from retirement from Batman. I forgot what that story's called.
Yeah.
Where he's like literally comically like it's comically
Oh, The
drawn.
Dark Knight Returns.
Yes, where he's just like a
Mm.
big guy, big old guy.
Yeah.
Short ears too. I like it when I like Batman detective wise more. That's just a
Okay.
preference to me
Fair.
though. I
Yeah.
like it when he's more sleuth like and more
Yeah.
stealth.
More
So in
creature of
those
the
builds,
night.
yeah. So when Robert Pattinson, yeah,
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson has short ears, I'm like it would have been better if they were slightly longer because he's a thinner build.
And it
He's
was more
more lanky
detective-esque.
for lack
Yeah.
of a better word. And in the Arkham series, like people do joke on his long ears, but if you could just like I don't know, you could mold it very slightly, and the long ears would look very fucking cool. So, and it
Because
also
in the
just
shadows and in silhouettes,
and
you
exactly in
can't see short
silhouettes, you
ears.
just see
You'll
like
see
devil horns almost,
like
like
those
he
horror
is the
photos of Batman,
shadow.
which are really cool. I like, but
So I prefer longer ear Batman. But it also works if he was black and gray instead of blue. If he's blue and yellow and gray, then short ears work because I'm only thinking of like Brave and the Bold's Batman, which could be the suit color. There was a picture that's going around of an actual blue caped with gray and like yellow belt.
yeah, because when I
Some
bring up the blue and yellow, because I love the blue and yellow of like reminiscent early comics and whatnot. I'm not
mhm.
saying like this blue and yellow and no, because he's
Yeah,
Batman.
like a
When
more
they mute it a little
darker.
bit,
Yeah.
when they mute and it's like a navy blue, kind of like a this sort of blue, or maybe
Mhm.
a little like darker. That could work. I think that could work. You can't translate the this blue and yellow. No, it's not
No.
gonna work. That one
I
I'll
think
give you. It's not gonna work at all. But I think they can do the blue and gray, and I think
the
it'll look good. I'll go as far to say it'll look good.
the best color scheme for Batman that's a comic Batman that's not just black and gray
Yellow.
would be black with the yellow.
Yeah, I'll give you
So
that
like
one.
his logo with the bat insignia with a yellow circle, which
And
is
his neck.
also the bat neck, the bat
Keaton's
turn.
Batman is black and yellow.
But that would be cool too. I do like the black and yellow one. Those are cool colors too. I'm not a fan of the blue, but if it's blue,
Did they make it work somehow?
if they make it work, then I'll eat my words. But right now, the one pic I already made a joke about is in another episode where I just show the Arkham Knight's blue skin that he can have, and he just like it doesn't work. It doesn't work probably because of like the darkness of the game themselves, so he just kind of stands out.
If you
Um,
mute it a little bit,
maybe, maybe. Or maybe it could be like a Venom situation where he's black but his highlights are blue.
Or it's like shaded or highlighted. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll
We
see. We'll
currently
hope.
have no idea. We're all eagerly waiting for the Batman casting for the DCU. Watch it
Yeah.
just be Rob, even though he's gone on record to say it's not gonna be. Someone recently
No, no.
asked him what director, if he could reel in any director to direct a DCU project, what would it be? And his answer was Matt Reeves. So that can mean a whole bunch of things. I think Rob's Batman and I think David's Superman juxtapose each other so well. And
Yeah.
a lot of edits I've been seeing on TikTok are the scene of in the Batman where he's going to the car while it's upside down, and then
Hmm.
Superman rising from the rubble after he saved a lady, or a farming after you save someone. What a concept! What a
Man,
crazy
that's so
concept.
hard to do for Snyder, where he's fucking when people are dying. Yeah, exactly.
Anywho,
Yeah.
yeah, like I think the fact that Superman looks this way and they just have their own distinct looks, and yes they contrast each other, but juxtaposition is a thing in art. Like I just think it works
Yeah.
incredibly well. And
I think it's cool
considering
too.
how different they are, how different they are, people say it doesn't work because of that. I think it'll work.
It could be like a Spider-Verse thing where every like the main characters in the Spider-Verse movies, like you got what's his name? Brown, what's his name?
Hobie,
Hobie Brown.
big
Hobie Brown,
step up.
big step up. He's literally 4 frames a second, like in random parts of his actual costume. His
Yeah,
guitar is like 3 frames per second. His like or 4 frames per second. His boots are and jacket are like five and etc. Like he looks very different, and then Miles looks normal, and then Gwen is more painterly.
yeah.
Um,
Earth
it
65.
works. So if and it also makes sense because when you go to Metropolis, you're thinking of like I only could think of Metropolis in the day,
Yeah,
But then when you go to
we've had
Gotham, it's when it's
nighttime
fucking
shots too,
raining
but
and it's the dark and it's night out.
it's the dirtiest thing ever.
Or like if when it's like in or when it's like in the Joker where it's just so muted and gray and depressing and
Yeah.
stupid
In the
and
Batman,
dumb.
the
It's
only
not
time they really shot daytime was like golden hour while the sun is leaving, like which I had
exactly. So
told
it's
you.
like that's the amount of light you're gonna get.
It's basically nighttime, like at that point.
Yeah, basically all the sun's already on the side, all the buildings are casting a shadow, it's already dark out.
Yeah.
So that would be cool. I would like that. I would like that a lot actually. I would prefer that over everyone kind of being in the Suicide Squad where everyone's like Polka Dot Man is in is like as silly as Peacemaker's outfit, as silly as, like I don't know. It works
That's
for that
kind of just
movie,
how
but
comic
like
books
if
work
the
too.
Justice League if Batman's like cool and dark and broody and you could see it in the way he looks and then Superman all bright and bushy tailed and
Yeah, this is just how they
and
are too as characters.
yeah, and the
Like I don't think you
Flash is
can
also
fold
similar to
Superman
that
to
too.
blend in with Batman. Batman's always gonna stick out. Superman's always gonna stick out. You know the clip I showed you of it's from Brave and the Bold. They're fighting Darkseid. You got like a crazy Kamehameha super move.
Yeah.
Aquaman is there. Blue Beetle is there. Guy Gardner's there, and then he blocks. And then you see Batman like hiding under a rock,
Yeah,
and then he
yeah.
goes up to like fight him. Like Batman will
No,
always stick out in that regard. You
you're
can't
right.
really try to make him blend in.
You're
Although
right.
James is going the fantastical route because right now we have a lot of grounded Batmans, so like we'll see. Hey,
Hmm.
we'll see what he cooks up. I personally, in the genesis of all this, I'm like, yeah, no, keep Rob separate. But now after seeing Superman, just like, yes, they are so different, but I feel like opposites attract. Like it just,
No.
I kind of do want it, and I would not mind it at all. But
Yeah.
also, if we get a new Batman, I am very accepting. So
I'm also excited for um they're for DC they're very they could be very they have a gold mine with Batman's rogues because
yeah, we haven't touched a lot of them.
exactly and a lot of them are tragic characters. The Superman movie, Lex is not tragic at all. Lex is
Yeah.
he's just
Nepo
emotionally unstable.
baby, little
Exactly.
boy.
He's just emotionally unstable. There's no trauma in him. He's just, like he's just mad over the world.
They gave him some in
Clayface,
Smallville, which was peak, but
yeah. Clayface, he's tragic. Killer Croc is tragic. If they're creative with the Joker, he can be tragic too.
who am I?
You know? Who are you?
It's kind of cold right now.
Oh, Mr. Freeze! The penguin. Well, the penguins we already have the penguin, which is also good. The way they showed the penguin was good in that
Mr.
show.
Freeze.
Mr. Freeze. Yeah, yeah, Mr. Freeze. Yeah, no, Mr. Freeze is one of the more tragic ones, which is your favorite one.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
these
my
are
favorite rogues are Bane and Deathstroke, but I think because of the animated series, that one episode where they gave Mr. Freeze that storyline that he's trying to save his wife, like
yeah, that's why he's yeah the way he is. Man, those are pretty good stories.
because
Those
in
are
the
very
Arkham
cool stories.
games, when you're fighting Mr. Freeze, even Batman's like, I know you're trying to save your wife, like I don't want to be doing this, and you'll never get
Yeah,
that empathy from Batman of all people.
yeah, and
I'm just trying to get eggs.
talk.
Now talk.
I am the knight. Yeah, no. And I've recently been getting a fascination for Killer Croc's like what's his name? Barlow? That's his name, right?
Uh,
What's his name?
I'm thinking
I'm already forgetting his name.
I
Cassius
forgot his
Clay's
name.
Clayface. I think it's
That's another
Barlow.
Clayface though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna look it up. Hold on. I'm just gonna do a quick Google search. My bad. Excuse me, guys. Excuse
Isn't it? No,
me.
it's
Killer Croc
isn't he
name.
Waylon Jones?
That could be actually. Yeah, Waylon Jones. Who am I saying then?
Uh, Keza Barlow is
Oh,
Clayface, the original
that
Clayface.
is the other Clayface. You're right. Yeah, I said
Yeah.
Bardo, but Barlow. Yeah, yeah. So Waylon Jones.
Yeah.
Waylon Jones. Especially in the Absolute series. In the Absolute series,
Because it's not his
Batman and
fault. It's just not his
Batman
fault.
and Waylon are actually like in cahoots with one another because they're both they're not under the same they're not under the same situation, but they're both like empathetic towards each other. So and I've been seeing a lot of edits, funny enough, where Batman is literally like he is within the territory of a villain and he knows how to react. He knows how to treat them because he's not trying to fight them at the moment. He just knows what they want. So like Grundy and Killer Croc are both in the sewers in different stories.
Grundy
Um,
just want to be left alone, bro. Same thing with
Grundy
Killer
just
Croc.
wants to be left alone. So like someone is in the sewers and Grundy's about to like is about to whack him, and the Batman's like, just give it to me, Grundy. I know what you want, just be to be left alone. Just give it to me, and no one will ever come to the sewer ever again. Like he knows how to handle his villains, you know.
Yeah.
Similarly to Spider-Man, how he's like when he sees them, he says them by their first name or their last name, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Like how
Very
he helped that Rhino just keep
yeah,
moving
because they both
forward.
want to like they both want to help him.
Mhm.
You know, let me find a cure for you, Clay. Please. Look what you are. You're an actor. Like it's
That was
those
also
are cool.
so peak. I can't wait for that movie.
Yeah. So, oh man, I'm so excited for Clayface because of that. Because you just see the bat signal or something. Because it's a
That was like the
Clayface
Penguin.
movie. It's not a Batman movie
Yeah.
with Clayface. It's a Clayface
Yeah.
movie. You know, so they're and it's a horror film. It's a body horror. So it could
Full
be
horror too. Like
it could finally have that thing that you've mentioned and that I've seen where like we'll have the POV of a grunt or of like a goon
yeah.
and then Batman's there and like you know you're in the POV of like not knowing
Would
what to
love
do in that
a
scenario.
Batman horror movie, but I'll
That
take
would be so
a horror movie set in a Batman universe. Like we're
yeah,
getting there, and this is like experimentation that works because Multiverse of Madness was supposed to be originally a horror movie, and that movie wasn't scary at all.
man,
They
that
kind of
movie
cut
had
all the horror elements because Scott Derrickson was going to direct originally. He wanted full horror. He wanted to go crazy with it. And Marvel's like, we got to show it to kids. So like
yeah,
they took all those elements out. I think this kind of experimentation is more than welcome. And people are
yeah
trying to
for
say like,
sure.
oh, it's going to be like the Sony movies because we have a villain and no Batman. We're fleshing out the character. We're not turning them into a caricature, which is what all these other movies did.
Oh man, man,
Yeah,
man, man,
I
man,
don't think
man.
that's a sound argument in the slightest. Because this actually has like they're trying to make art out of this.
Yeah,
They have they're putting in the work. There's clearly passion behind the team. James Gunn knows what he's doing, and he's not greenlighting a script until he knows it's good. And
yeah,
he's never missed so far, so I trust his judgment. He's canceled movies that he wanted to make because the script just wasn't there. Like
yeah,
that's the smart business moves you got to do. You can't just follow through with things if because you want to make them. They just got to be sound.
yeah. Like what?
Clayface has a lot going for it. That whole
Like
perspective. What happened?
what's
Go ahead.
the producer's name for the Marvel's producer?
Feige, Kevin Feige.
Yeah, he just like yesterday we just saw you told him to me like Feige said that he was never actually like satisfied with a movie that came out that
I
he's
don't
ever
remember the
produced.
source, but I had just straight up read it, and I'm just like, and then you were like, as of recent, and he just I don't know, maybe the quote was misstrued or something like that, but it's just Kevin Feige said that he's not been happy with any script or any movie that's been published. That doesn't make a lot of sense. You're kind of the head of that company. Um,
Yeah,
Yeah, and I think the good thing about James Gunn's universe, we talked about this, is the fact that he's been sitting back. So in the long run, Marvel has the longevity over DC, but DC has the ability. They have the advantage in the sense that he can just be like, this didn't work, that didn't work, and that didn't work. So we're not gonna do any of that. We're gonna do this instead.
They're
So you
able to
can kind of download their
capitalize
mistakes.
off of IP that hasn't actually been in a movie yet. That's another thing.
That's
You
true.
know,
We didn't
brand
we
new
didn't have
stories,
anything. Because that's kind
brand
of
new
what's happening
stories.
with Marvel. They're trying to they used all their cool shit. They got rid of their stamina, so now they have a little bar left, and there's not much you can work with in
That's a
there.
good phrase, yeah.
Yeah,
Because when Marvel tries to introduce new things, that's not by James Gunn, it just absolutely hits the fan. Like the shit hits the fan. Harry Styles as Star Fox.
went
Yeah, you guys
nowhere.
remember that? With the little gnome guy, remember that? Yeah,
Yeah, we don't
that
even
was
know.
a
We couldn't
failed
even tell you his
idea.
name.
That was a failed idea. Uh, and I can't even think of other people that I know for a fact that they've hinted at within, their phase. They try it and they just kind of like they short end and they're like, you know what, that's probably not gonna be a good idea and it never works.
Because that's
So
another thing. The overarching plans that are set in stone. We're gonna do
yeah,
Kang. We're gonna do Kang. We're gonna focus on Kang. It's all about Kang.
it's got something to do with that Spider-Man. And then they never operate within that story or whatever the fuck they had
Yeah.
going on
Yeah. So to say Clayface is going
with the
down that
Vulture. Remember
route,
that shit?
I don't think it's yeah. To say
You know what
Clayface
I'm
is
talking
going
about?
down the route, I don't think it's fair.
Technical difficulties within the cut of the episode, but it's fine. So I'm hanging out. Yeah, I was saying that Sony also makes the same mistakes where the Vulture kind of just showed up in what was in Morbius, and he's like, it's got something to do with the Spider-Man. What the fuck are we gonna do? Like,
Morbius.
man.
Which
So
I think because of that, I think it's so unfair to say that DC is going down that route with something like Clayface.
I don't know. Um, I also think that it would be a pretty good idea right now for Marvel to just make a fucking new timeline. Like, it's just make a new
Which
canon.
is what's in the air right now. That's what the talk
People are
of the
saying
town
that.
is. That Secret Wars is gonna reset, but none of this is like confirmed. That's what I'm hearing. Secret Wars is set to reset the timelines. Fantastic
That'll
Four
be
is
a good
already
idea.
an alternate Earth, so I think they're dipping their toes into that idea.
I'm
Fantastic
liking
Four is
that
an
idea.
alternate Earth. Secret Wars might reset timelines. I think they do want to recast a lot of the original characters. They might recast Captain America, Iron Man. None of this is confirmed though. I'm kind of just going off speculation and rumors. So take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt.
That'll be a good idea because if we are to still have like fruit that can bear from the Marvel company, it'll be from some pretty new faces because
Yeah.
um the many times that DC tries to recanonize and then Black Adam and then they try to bring back Henry Cavill
The
and
hierarchy of
then
power in the DC universe is
it's
about
about
to
to change.
change.
Get the fuck out of here. So, yeah, no, they try to recanonize, kept failing. The Batman did good, but then James Gunn took over,
Yeah,
and
but
then
then
now they're
unfortunately it took over, so that's why we're in this weird one's Elseworlds, one's not.
exactly. So
Batman
then,
was such a shot in the dark, man. That came out of nowhere.
yeah, unfortunately, but
Fortunately,
when we
unfortunately.
have MCU continuing off of Endgame, like it's not like the biggest thing that could happen within that story is gonna happen. The only and it's not. I feel like it's not gonna make a whole lot of sense to be introducing all these other villains when the Thanos thing happened. You
I think
know,
something a
just
part
make
of
a
that,
new story, a
something
new.
I had seen that would help with it too is someone put into perspective. I think from Harry Potter to like one part was like a few years. From uh the end of Lord of the Rings to The Hobbit was like 9 years.
Hmm.
I think we just need time for the story to sit. From Endgame to the next project was 2 months and 6 days. After Endgame, after the crazy
Wow.
world ending, all this we're wrapping up 10 years worth of movies. They gave us 2 months. It's not enough time to sit. You need to give us time to sit with it and then to long for more stories. And you're gonna have a
Yeah.
bit of more reception, which is why people are overlooking some of the issues Superman had. We have not had a good yes, we have not had a good Superman movie for 10 plus years. 10 plus years, which is why I was off the wall. I was more excited for Superman than Fantastic Four. Only because it's been so long since we've had, a faithful adaptation of a character like this. I've just
Yeah.
we just really want it. As humans, we're gonna long for it. um when more time passes. So right now it's
Hmm.
like, damn, give us the Batman too. We're waiting for it. But
Yeah.
if you gave us the Batman, then you gave us 2 months later, you gave us the sequel. It's not gonna hit us hard because man, we already saw these characters, which is where the fatigue thing sets in. But then again, that's kind of a separate conversation. But I think we
That's
need
also because the
time
Marvel
for
movies are.
stories to breathe.
That's also because the Marvel movies after Endgame are just doing bad.
Yeah.
Quantumania, man. I'll never forgive you for what they did to Modok.
And Kang got
Modok
beat by
was.
ants.
Kang got beat by smart ants. Modok looked like ass. Anyone that says that you can just that it's too hard to like put uh, a model ugly face on Modok. Benedict Cumberbatch is a fucking dragon. I'll always use that as an
Smaug.
excuse, as there not being an excuse. Smaug is a
Andy
fucking dragon.
Serkis
Andy
is an
Serkis is
ape.
everything that exists, bro.
Andy Serkis, yeah, he's everything
He's a
exceptional.
god. He's a chimp. He's a fucking goblin, dude. Come on,
He's
man. That's a
he's a
terrible
damn good
excuse.
chimp.
He's a good ass chimp. I just saw Dawn Planet of the Apes by accident because Anthony told me that was the first movie, and we saw it. It was a good movie anyway. I don't care. I'll still watch the first one and then the third and fourth. That's man, those are good
Yeah, because
movies.
there was
Shit.
someone that
I
said
I've
that
never
that one
saw
wasn't
them.
that
I've never
good,
seen
but
them. I just knew of a Maurice, which is my favorite, which is just an orangutan.
the smart orangutan.
Yeah,
We might do a deep dive on that whole filmography, maybe another
those
time.
movies are fucking cool. Yeah, watching Dawn because Dawn is pretty old now. Dawn is a pretty old movie.
Yeah.
It's a couple years old already. I was telling Anthony when I was watching the first couple of scenes when they're killing the bear and like hunting for deer. That's what they were doing.
Yeah.
It looked like now looking at it, probably when I watched it at the time it came out, I wouldn't have said this, but now looking back at like the way like the motion capture was at that time, it does look like a really good PlayStation 5 cutscene.
Yeah. Yeah, because graphics are at the point where they kind of match
Yeah.
like movie cinematics.
Yeah, but it was fire anyway. No, and then I never after that scene I never like I was already in suspension of belief. Is that
But
what
then
it is?
there's some scenes that are really
That
there's some
popped.
scenes there's some scenes that are really like just really damn good. Like a
No,
lot of
yeah,
the
I'll be
ones in the
like, damn, that
fire
looks so
and the way the
fucking
lighting
fire.
is reacting and it gives them all the shadows, especially like
Yeah,
in their home in the nighttime and things like that. Or when they zoom
yeah.
in, the ones when they zoom in are crazy. They're riding the
No, those are my
horses.
those are my favorite ones. Yeah, those are
Yeah.
awesome. Those are really cool.
And then
Yeah,
War
good
just
good
looks so much
movie.
better.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Matt
That was a good
Reeves,
movie.
we love you, man.
Shit, dude, I forgot that was him too.
We have space here if you want to.
Yeah, dude, just like we could put you right, kind of right there, kind
It's
of.
like
Man, you know what? I think it's time to
I
segue
was funny
to.
because I was about to ask. I think we have
Oh,
some
are you?
games to play, don't we?
We have like a
Like
fun
game and a
way to.
discussion.
We have a fun way to talk. How about that?
I mean, we normally do, but like
Yeah, no, we have a funner way to talk. Watch this shit. So
more fun.
I have an idea to mention, to just have a conversation about superhero movies in general. I'm gonna do, what a lot of people do. This, I'm not a genius for coming up with this. Um, I'm gonna have you think with the list with the list I'm gonna provide. Say something that just start talking when you hear a movie better than Superman.
Better than Superman.
Better than Superman.
And these are superhero movies.
This is gonna be superhero movies.
Let's
So I'm
do it.
gonna just pull up. I'm just gonna start reading it out. All right, ready?
Yeah.
The Dark Knight.
I mean, dude, you started with such a heavy hitter. What do you expect? What a
Well, I mean,
short-lived game.
well. Come on, man. Just think about that. Just think about that. Is it better than the Superman movie?
Better movie or better superhero movie?
Uh, which one would you think would have a harder superhero movie? You would say would
Superhero
be a
movie because
harder.
superhero as movies because Superman wasn't the best film. A great superhero movie though. Let's go by that. Because The Dark Knight is
Mm.
not a better superhero movie because we've had this
Because
conversation.
because it's not
It's
a
a
good
crime
Batman
drama with
movie.
a Batman skin. Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We'll do it. We'll do it with what's a better superhero movie. All right.
Okay,
The
so
Dark.
currently I didn't say shit.
Yeah, he said nothing. So we have the Dark Knight. I'm probably gonna jump back and forth on some of these names because the next one is gonna be probably something you'll say a word on. Iron Man, the Avengers, Logan.
Look like I'm smoking, but I'm not.
I thought Logan was it. Logan. Okay. Captain America: Winter Soldier. Okay, I'm gonna skip a couple other ones. uh, let's see. X-Men First Class. All right, ready for a heavy hitter? Endgame. Infinity War.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to.
The next one was gonna be Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, come on now. That no, exactly. I would. I was waiting for that one too.
Yeah,
That
no,
one's
I was
never.
hopping around the list because like you got what like Guardians of the Galaxy and then Spider-Man 2, like shit,
Yeah,
like
because Logan is a great spaghetti western, and it has comic book elements, but it's more. I'll view it as more of a western. It's so kick ass. The Winter Soldier. This is hard, bro.
Oh
I don't
my
shut the fuck
goodness.
up. The
Yeah,
Winter
you were
Soldier
you
is
were
a great like you have your pseudo political all that, but it's more a movie. It's more spy espionage than
okay.
superhero movie. That's kind of hard though. But I think in terms of heroism and impact, because that's what heroes do. That's what I'm thinking about it.
Hmm.
Superman is bar none. Because look at the effect that Superman is having, like on TikTok, and all these edits are coming out,
Hmm.
and people are relating it to day to day. Superman did that so well. But
Yeah.
the movie that made me like even believe in these ideals in the first place,
Spider-Man
but
2.
Infinity War is great comic booky goodness in that same regard. It's just a
Yeah, you look
different
like you were
tone.
about to fucking shit yourself when I said that. You're like, hmm.
I like X-Men First Classes too. Infinity War was such an experience,
Hmm.
and it's a different tone. It's a more tragic tone because like you have the
You're right.
impending doom. Thanos is coming. Band
Emperor
together the
Strikes
heroes.
Back type things.
We have to protect the Earth, and that's also comic book stuff. It's banding together for the greater good of humanity.
I said Emperor Strikes Back, but I meant Empire Strikes Back. Whoops.
Yeah, Emperor. I was like
There we
Emperor's in
go.
the Groove. Like
The dude, oh, it's a good movie too. Maybe
okay,
better than Superman.
I think Infinity. Is it though? I gotta give my flowers to Infinity War though. I like Infinity War. Endgame, I'm not that big on. I have to rewatch it also, which is why it might have been unfair.
Yeah,
But
maybe.
I did adore Superman. And in terms of heroism and stuff, I already said everything I need to say about it. So
Yeah. All
not
right.
a perfect movie, but in terms of heroism, like Superman is the most prolific superhero. He is the superhero. Even though Spider-Man's my guy, like I have to,
Yeah.
give my flowers. So
Yeah. Superman is Superman.
that was
All
fun.
right. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. It's cool. Yeah. It's yeah. You kind of said everything that I would have probably had said in response.
Yeah.
Because I do like Endgame too. I probably would have said it for let me look at
Like
these notes
Logan. I know
again.
you like Logan.
Yeah, but I agree with what you said. That's not a good. It's a better spaghetti western than it is a superhero movie.
Yeah, it's more a
Uh,
movie than a comic book movie because you have these two like
yeah, I probably would have said. Man, I'm looking at these notes again, and I really don't want to be saying the same thing. Um, shit. No, I do like Infinity
yeah,
War
right.
too. Fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see,
damn.
Infinity War was hard. That's where you got me because that is one of the better MCU films.
Yeah, but
If
then I
people
got
say
you at
it's
a
the
movie
best
that
one,
you
or the
actually
favorite one,
like, which is Spider-Man 2. So
that one's never getting by me. That one will always be the definite.
you think that would have been harder if I said Spider-Man 1
The thing with
with the Green
The thing
Goblin?
with these movies is that Spider-Man 1 is like the perfect origin story. And
Hmm.
I wrote a I have a story. I have a story and I told this story to Sam Raimi too.
Ooh, free reels.
So, okay, yeah. Like our favorite wall crawler. This is kind of hard
Hmm.
to come by. So, I think someone in a group chat I was in, I'll pay I have to write a 7-page paper. I'll pay. Okay. Let me do it. I didn't even know what the paper was on.
Yeah.
Um, it's a paper on the hero's journey. Okay, I'll do that later. Shit. The day comes. I didn't use AI wasn't really prevalent at the time. I
Yeah,
didn't
in high school, no.
use no plagiarism, no AI. This was COVID times. Just sheer
Hmm.
brain power. The hero's journey. Spider-Man
No
1 is
secondhand thought.
single hand thought. Spider-Man 1 is the best example and the most accessible example, at least for me, for the hero's journey. Because you know the hero's
Mm.
journey.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
get you
yeah.
get powers, you have that threshold, you have to cross the line between being civilian and hero.
You
You get
start declining
tested.
it at first. You yeah.
You neglect it at first. You don't want to take on this responsibility. But with great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah.
Um, and then at the end, you become the hero that you might have like neglected at first. You didn't want to become, but then you
That
realize
you
it's your
never thought you were gonna
responsibility.
be either.
Yeah, I think it was like 6, 7 pages. 6, 7. It was like
Yeah.
it was like 6 or 7 pages, bro. Typing away, typing away. How's the paper going? Oh, I'm almost done. I did it like the day of. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
almost done. It's good. Boom.
Cake.
One of the greatest things I ever wrote too. I don't really write, and I don't really, not that I don't care for writing. Writing is important, but
Yeah.
it's not something I really sit and do recreationally. Although I do
Yeah. No.
respect it.
If you think about something, you're thinking about it. You're not actually putting it
Yeah,
down.
that was just me, like my thoughts going directly to the paper.
Yeah.
Boom. Did it. I did it so fast. 7 pages, record time. Turned it in, and then I met Sam Raimi at MegaCon, and I'm like, "Hey, Sam, you helped
What
me
a
earn
magical
some
moment for
money."
me to watch that. That was a magical moment.
Yeah, I was telling him the story. I was like, "You helped me earn some money this day because of Spider-Man." And the way he presented the story too, it is a perfect origin story, and it's so accessible. Like you can, it does a lot of things incredibly well, and I
Yeah.
think that's just one of the things. Is within the first 20 minutes of the movie, you know your protagonist, you establish the central conflict, you know a lot of the characters too.
Hmm.
Just masterful, masterclass. I'm not even glazing just because it's Spider-Man. Oh, I love the Tobey movies. I like them for these reasons. No
Yeah.
nostalgia involved too, because I mean I was born
Maybe a
the
little bit.
same year as the first movie. I mean, I was born the year of the
Nostalgia to
first
when
movie,
you
so
saw
like,
it the first time, because that's what nostalgia hits you the hardest on.
yeah. I
It's
mean
like
they
when
they
it's like when people try to say like, man, I remember playing Mario Galaxy for the first time. It will never feel the same.
Yeah, like
That's a
it's still a
nostalgia
good
thing.
game, but I guess a little bit of nostalgia maybe because it does have its charm and it is reminiscent of that time period. Sam
Mm,
Raimi is very passionate, and like I always mention, like you just can't fake passion.
yeah.
Like this is a Spider-Man movie from someone who loves the character, so for
Yeah.
me, like that speaks volumes. So,
Yeah.
and it has one of the greatest comic endings of all time because it kind of it's like a rehashing of the beginning because it's like how does it go? Oh, this story's not for the faint of heart. Who am I? I'm Spider-Man. He does that at the end, but you have all this added context now, and it just hits so much harder. Then you have that final swing. I don't even care that he's swinging off Uncle Ben. You can't
Hmm.
even see where the web attaches because it's just that ending and the Dark Knight ending are some of my favorite comic endings of all time.
Yeah. This could
So
be
yeah.
Superman could be a very Superman can easily be a movie that can do the same thing to people who were your age when you watched Spider-Man 2. I could totally see that happening.
You know what's beautiful about that?
What?
I've seen so many like clips of fathers taking their sons, and their sons are just there with like a blanket as a cape, and they're there with their kids.
Oh man,
I think
what
that
a
I
thing.
think that's adorable. It's also
Yeah.
great thing because I don't think I would have taken my kids to see Man of Steel.
No, fuck that
I
shit.
don't. Yeah.
We had this conversation when we made that list on movies that we would show our kids in the future, and you said Superman, even though it didn't even come out yet.
Even though it hadn't come out. Oh, I
Yeah,
predicted it in the future. You heard it here first, guys.
I'm pretty sure you did. I'm pretty sure you
I did.
did.
Superman was on that list, even though it hadn't come out. I said the
Yeah,
Iron Giant and Superman.
yeah,
The funny thing
yeah.
about the Iron Giant, there's a lot of Iron Giant edits coming around too, because people are saying
Uh,
that this Superman
Superman
is the one that would
is
have
the
inspired
one
the Iron Giant.
that Iron Giant would be inspired. Yeah,
Because they were both
totally
sent
do.
here to do nefarious things and they didn't follow through with it because it's choice. Like what
Yeah,
Paul Kent said, your choices, your actions make you who you are. What a damn good movie. Both of them are incredible movies.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna. It's not a side tangent, but it's applicable to the conversation we're having right now. Uh, I've been seeing a lot of people talk about the. I've been seeing a lot of people talk about Mega Dragonite's new I'm talking about Pokemon right now. I'm sorry guys.
Yeah.
Um I'm talking about people are talking about Mega Dragonite's new design looks like ass. I agree. I think it looks like shit. But there's a lot of factors to it because the 3D model looks bad too. Pokemon 3D models look bad. And people are saying, "Hey man, if you're not it's meant for kids, you shouldn't be making an argument for things that weren't meant for you." My my rebuttal to that is it's I have eyes too, and I knew as a kid what was a good game when I played it. You know, I could still talk
Yeah, yeah. This
about
is this is this is a great conversation.
yeah. As a kid, I knew Galaxy would always be better than Super Mario Brothers for the Wii or Odyssey. Like it's super. I could easily recognize that. You know,
Yeah. Yeah,
and
this
for
is yeah.
and to call out Nintendo now is, like that's not let's say like ZA is a new game with Mega Dragonite. Like,
Mm.
hey man, this isn't of the same quality as like fucking Black and White or Black and White 2. Black and White 2 is the best Pokemon game in my opinion. Like I can totally easily recognize, with especially with Scarlet and Violet, the way it looks and the way like people. I have not even heard one mention of how good the story is. I have not even heard that. But you know what I do keep hearing? The stories in Black and White, the stories of Diamond and Pearl and Platinum and Ruby and Sapphire, like and Emerald. Like I can like people talk about it all the time, And it's not the
Yeah.
old heads that are always talking about that. It's the people that are like, hey man, I visited the old games and like, dude, these stories were good. Like Pokemon was
It's like when I
fucking
played
dope.
Earthbound as a kid. I didn't understand it, but I knew there was something special about the game.
Man, and
Yeah.
everyone's inspired by Earthbound.
Yeah.
So like it's totally easily you could totally easily call out like even if you're not the demographic anymore, hey man, like you could do better. I've seen better,
This is a
you
great
know?
conversation because, like, what I mentioned, like, as a kid, before I knew what movies meant, as a kid, I couldn't speak about movies how I do now. But I was
Hmm.
just sitting there in front of the TV, kind of like, our eyes sparkling, and the gears were turning because I knew this meant something. I didn't know how to
Yeah.
articulate it, but I knew there was something good. And when I saw a bad movie, well, as a kid, you think every movie's good, and then there's just, a movie's bad when as a kid, you're like, I didn't like it. I didn't want to.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
So, damn, I had somewhere else to go with this. I completely forgot.
because we were making the stupid noises.
Yeah, the
Um,
noises took me out of it.
yeah.
Oh, to say, yeah, like, oh, it's for kids. The Smurf movie's for kids, so you can't judge it. Bluey's for kids. Some of the DC
Man,
animated
Bluey's
shows are
for
kids. Not
fucking
all of them.
kids.
Bluey's for
Man.
kids. Puss in Boots was for kids. Spider Verse,
Spider-Verse
maybe.
is for kids.
Kids can watch it. It's an animated movie. A lot of
12-year-olds, 13-year-olds that are actually going to understand it within a year when they're actually going to grow
It's a
up and
coming
like
of age story for the kids going through high school.
exactly.
The conversation he had with his mom on the rooftop. You're going through places where you feel like you might not fit in, but if you feel like you don't fit in, just remember there's people back home who love you. That
Who
is
love
going
you
away
and to get an
to
actual cake.
college. That is moving out of the house. That is
Yeah.
going to a new school. So yeah, just because it's for kids, yeah, I don't think that's a very good argument either.
It's a very bad argument. So and it's so easily it's so you could totally notice as someone who like liked Pokemon back in the day because I'm talking about the Mega Dragonite design. Um Shit, dude. All they have to do is fix the wings because they shrunk the wings a bit. I saw a redesign actually where they made like the wings the same size as the antennas that are now wings and it looks so much better. It's so
Oh
easy to fix.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because it's just think of the silhouette. Think of the silhouette of the character. I understand that Dragonite is supposed to be a fairy dragon, and that's the concept of the actual design. Like the original design of Dragonite, it's a fat dragon with little wings. It doesn't make sense that it can fly, but it's the power of fairy magic that it can fly, right? Um, but you made it even more impossible to look at with that knowledge because like dude the wings are shorter, it doesn't even flap a whole lot, it's just kind of like doing its thing, so the animation's also buns, and the silhouette, if you look at the silhouette, the top and the bottom are the more like powerful components of the design, the middle is kind of missing
Yeah, your
something
eye gets
because you
drawn to
exactly
the
because it's
thumbnail.
like here. Sorry, let me fit the frame. It's like here, the body is just kind of a blob because you got the big wings and you got the brand new long tail with the pearl in it. The wings are missing. You fuck up the silhouette. It's just in simple geometry and shapes and silhouettes. Like you could tell it's missing something in the design. So, um, it's for kids. It's for kids. Grow up. How about that? You know? Oh man, Scarlet and Violet is such a good game. Just ignore all the problems it has. Black and White didn't have no problems. Think about
Black and
that.
White was big. I played as
Dude,
a
Black
yeah.
and White 2 was awesome. Like it's
You can
and then and
show
that and that rule applies to movies.
you can
Like how you were
show
saying.
Superman to your kids because there's that beautiful monologue where I wake up every morning, I mess up, but I put one foot in front of the other, and I
Hmm.
do the best I can because I'm human. That's my greatest strength. And someday it might be yours too, which was beautiful, by the way. Like I said, like
Yeah.
he didn't have to go that. That's like icing on the cake because you're already having this beautiful monologue, and then he looks at his greatest enemy who's trying to take him down the whole movie, and he says, "And I know it could be yours too because you're so incredibly smart, and you can use that smart, like what Spider-Man 2 said. Privilege is it's a gift that you use for the good of mankind." Because you're
Yeah.
smart, you have the ability to do these things, and instead of using it to try to take me down, you can use it to make the world a better place. So that's
Yeah.
a lesson you learn from Superman. But you also have him whooping Ultraman's ass, and you have all these cool fights, and you have Guy Gardner, and you have Mr.
Oh
Terrific.
man.
But that's the heart of the movie too. And Paul Kent saying, your choices are what make you who you are. Same
Mhm.
thing with Iron Giant. Iron Giant maybe is a little more heavier on the themes, maybe. But I would
Yeah.
show that to my kid, and I would show Superman to my kid. Man of Steel, it tries to play when it presents the idea as look at me, I'm Clark, Christ-like figure. That's maybe it's a little. I wouldn't show that to a younger kid. Those are not themes we can really flesh out at that age.
Exactly. Also,
So it is a little bit.
just think about it. Like the movies that people show their kids when it's a Disney film. Disney films were not for kids. They weren't for kids.
Ghibli's
Just
not
think
for
ab-
kids.
just
It
think about that.
looks
Like
like it might be.
they actually aren't for children. They
Yeah.
were like you went to the theater and you were supposed to go in the assumption that it was a grown adult. Like those it was a theater, it was a film.
It was an
So,
experience. Like it was like a
so exactly, it was a film. It was actual fucking it was just a movie. It was just a
yeah.
movie. It's a good movie. Oh, I'm gonna go watch Snow White in the pictures. And then you
And they got
go
to
with your
dress up, and it
exactly
was a
in your
whole
suit and
big
tie
thing.
and your bowler hat and then, now like oh man I loved as a kid growing up watching Snow White and Sleeping Beauty and et cetera it's like like how come
Because the
those
experience
movies
precedes the movie itself too. That was a lot of
exactly
it as
just
well.
just think about what you're doing with with these movies as examples of things you grew up as kids and then using the new Smurf movie as an example of something to show your kids like what would you prefer to show.
That's a very good example.
obviously
That's a
obviously
great.
the
That's a great
movie
example.
with obviously the movie with a better heart with better like it wasn't meant for the money, it was meant to actually in like show off the story that it was trying to tell. The
To
Smurfs is
communicate an
obviously
idea, yeah.
exactly the Smurf movie was obviously a cash grab. Who just wants to see a cash grab? I know kids wouldn't want to see a cash grab because kids are not as dumb as people say they are.
Bro,
Kids want to see a good movie too.
Even Dogman had heart to it.
Dogman was a good movie. Dog
Dogman
movie
was
was a
so
good
funny.
movie, even though it was for kids. I'm not the John. I'm not the what's it called? I'm not who the movie's made for.
The
But I
demographic.
still thought it was a good movie. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's not that hard.
I read Dogman as a kid, and like it's the comic books that George and Harold made. Like what depth can you give Dogman? And I expected it
Dude,
just to be like, and
no,
then
it
they
was
they go
the
about like
power of forgiveness, dude.
forgiveness, and they go into like neglect a little bit and
Yeah,
that sort of thing, and trying to like overcome trauma and be accepting of love that you don't think you deserve. This is from Dogman, mind you.
yeah, the power of good parenting as well.
I think this has
So
got to be like the best example too. Like Dogman had all these lessons. Like we've took away some things too, just being upset, accepting of love maybe you don't think you deserve, trying to overcome maybe things like a broken past. This is from Dogman,
yeah.
but
Imagine a movie where you are of a different you're not like the others. You're not like the others and you are made in the assumption that you were meant for one particular thing. That one particular thing is something that no one will forgive you to do, right? And you are grown up in a situation where that one thing you were made to do isn't actually achievable, and then you start to question your own reality. Who are you? And then you realize the people were around you, the ones that are actually trying to give you a chance, can actually make you grow into a better person. What is that? Lilo and fucking Stitch
and Superman,
and Superman.
and the
Think
Iron
about
Giant.
that. It's not difficult. Kids can
Yeah.
recognize a good film when they see it. That's why people grow up with good films, and then they could easily, as a kid, be like, "Man, I remember that movie and that being shit." Smurf movie. See, like we're talking about the Smurf movie too. The Smurf movie was so obviously a cash grab from the trailers.
We haven't
You
seen it,
know,
mind you, but I don't plan on it at all for
we
the
don't need to
reasons we're
see it.
talking about. Yeah.
We don't need to see it. It's another Smurf movie about going into the real world again. Nothing original. Um,
You know what's crazy though?
James, you got
The premise when we spoke about it. It's about a Smurf with no purpose trying to find a purpose. That's that into the lesson
I
you
didn't even
just
think about
described.
that.
That's
Yeah.
such a good lesson for kids that might be lost. They don't know what they want to do with their life. You're a kid. You don't have to have it figured out. But you can start figuring out where you belong and where your place is. And you can start to dream a little bit and you can start to think. But now they butchered that message, which is a really nice one to show kids too.
Yeah. It's and also like, hey man, I have a Smurf encyclopedia book, okay? And it's not the world of Smurfs is not just Smurfs and Gargamel. There's a lot of fucking other characters too.
Yeah.
You could totally capitalize off of characters. What's I don't think you're gonna know the name to it. I know
Probably not.
it's a French comic. I'm gonna do another Google search. It's asterisk and obelisks or something like that. Let me see. Asterisk.
I would
It's a
be movie Smurf, guys. How you doing?
look. Let's see. Look. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm not. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm right. Asterix and Obelix is a comic. It's a comic. I think it's French. Yeah, I think it is French. Um, they had a. I think it was a Netflix movie that came out recently. Actually, do you know who I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. Do I have to show a
I
picture?
don't think so.
Okay. This is one of the characters right here. Look. Oh, this is Asterix and Obelix right here. Look. You've seen these before.
Yes. Yes, I have. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
You're the
in
big one.
man. Okay. Yeah. You're the short one.
Even though I'm like
So
10 for 3, but it's
nah
fine.
nah 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 nah. So yeah, you're 9'3". I'm actually like 15 too. So um,
Yeah, in width.
they had a movie recently that did pretty good on streaming platforms, and they were simply a comic like Garfield. Think of Garfield and the Smurfs, you know. And people say I've heard people say that the Smurf intellectual property is already like dried up of any
Yeah,
more
yeah, yeah.
stories,
Like
but
their heydays past.
that's so far from the truth because um when you make the same premise every single time, yeah, you're gonna make the assumption that like look at all these Smurf movies. It's obviously because no one likes the Smurfs. It's because hey man, the first couple of movies, like even though the live action versions, the live action adaptations, I'm pretty sure it did better than once they started actually making more Smurf movies, you know. So um, it's there is no purple Smurfs. Do you know what a purple Smurf is?
A purple nurple?
It's no a purple Smurf. It's a fucking purple Smurf.
Purple.
Purple Smurfs. I don't remember what causes them to be purple Smurfs.
I think I saw it in your
Purple.
encyclopedia, but I don't remember.
Yeah, yeah. My encyclopedia. There. Yeah. Look, this is the same picture, the same PNG. Hey man, these
Oh yeah, yeah,
exist,
yeah, yeah. The
dude.
evil, the evil
Purple
Smurf.
Smurf, and they bite each other's tails, and they turn into more purple Smurfs. There's more things that they have not uncovered from the fucking Smurf intellectual property. Okay. No, it's just for kids. Just let it make a dumb movie for kids. Hey man, you can make a compelling story with zombie Smurfs. Okay. It's all
I mean, you're
possible.
not you're not even
They
wrong.
not no telling you right now they this is a Samsung guys. I'm a Samsung kid. Um, showing you right now proof of things that they have not even spoken about in the Smurfs, okay, gives you chance for the Smurfs. You just gotta make a good movie. Fuck, it's not that hard. I'm so pissed.
It's not that hard.
Smurfs is cool, man. I drew every single Smurf from that book as a kid. I loved the Smurfs. Shit. There's King Smurf, which is actually Brainy Smurf pretending to be a King Smurf. He just took off the glasses.
It's pretty smart of
Like,
him.
man, I think it was because Papa Smurf left out of town for something, and he's
So
like,
they
"Oh,
needed their
who's gonna
reigning
run?"
leader.
And then Brainy's kind of selfish, so he turns into King Smurf. Come on, come on, Smurfs. They even have an ingredient, to make like
Oh, like a
blueberry
recipe?
pie, like a Smurf pie,
Mm.
in the book. I'm going really far from this right now, but
The best
hey,
kids
man,
movies are the ones that appeal to a wider audience. I feel like I don't know,
yeah,
like when you make a kids movie should mean that kids are able to see it, not that it's like you make a stupid movie. That's like an insult.
yeah, because it's a
Kids
Coco Melon movie at this
kids
point.
minds are they think at a faster pace than we do. They're still growing, they're still learning. So it's good to inject these themes and these messages, and
They're
it'll
also
plant
incredibly
the seeds.
malleable too.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
like what Master Yoda said. Fuck, what did he say? Truly impressive the mind of a child is, something like that.
Truly impressive the mind of the child is.
Because they're always questioning things, and they have this willingness to learn. And if you
Why?
plant those seeds, why did
Why?
he save him when he could have abandoned him, this and that? Well, it's because that's the right thing to do. It's as simple as that.
Why is that the right thing to do?
Why did influencer Smurf? Well, I don't care about no influencer Smurf.
With that fucking dance he does, with his fucking
Yeah,
hands.
what? No.
With James Corden, what's his name? I
James
think that's
Corden
the
is
no
the
that's the
no
no
name
name
Smurf.
Smurf too, which is another reason why that movie did really bad. So
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, the
Yeah,
list,
no one likes James Corden. I don't
guys.
like him. Sorry.
We're the definite. So the list of movies we're showing our kids, it's because we're so smart and
We're
like
actually the best example to parenting. We don't even have kids yet, but we're the best example. I'm just letting you know right
what did
now.
I say?
Totally no sarcasm.
I was saying something and then you're like, oh yeah, it's just like, man, you should be a dad. I'm like,
No, I
yeah,
forgot. Yeah, I forgot what it was too. But it was like, man, you're already a better father than a lot of people because of uh because we are talking about how like kids with iPads, how like you know
yeah,
kids with iPads like it's gonna be really hard for them once they are exposed to an iPad and they have never done anything else that they don't want to do anything else. It's just the iPad.
it's
But
just
you
the
gotta
iPad,
get
yeah.
them to do something physical, like I don't know, like a sport or something.
And then they will end up
Um,
meeting people that maybe likes the same thing or like something different, and then they branch
yeah,
out from there.
and then yeah, and then your kids are already exposed to multicultural shit. Not
Yeah.
multicultural as in like there's cultures within activities, so.
And if they don't like the sport, they leave, but they met some people, and if they like it, they stay in it.
Yeah, or they're friends with someone that does sports, already motherfucker making connections.
There you go.
Yeah, man.
I think we've gone on long enough. What do you think?
I think I think you should do that one game with the character that we talked about, and then we'll wrap it up. Just a
All right.
little
Do you
quick,
want to put a
quick
minute
little
on the
thing.
clock, or you want me to do it?
Yeah, you
You
do
do
it.
it
You
so
do
you
it.
can know. All right, let's see. You want me to do it?
You do it. So then, yeah. So I don't get like
Uh,
flustered by the time.
where did I put my phone? Here it is.
Think of man the Smurfs. Smurfs.
All right.
See, do I have the book?
1 minute
I
on
do
the
have the book.
clock.
Hold on. Wait. Watch. Here it is. Here it is. Smurf book right here. I saw it from the other side of the room. Here it is. The Smurf book. I'm not crazy.
Got that thing lying around.
Dude. Bro, it's the fucking
60 seconds
Smurf
on the
book.
clock.
60 seconds on the clock. It's got all the Smurfs, guys. Look at
Let me
this.
try to think of how many prompts do I give you?
How many prompts? As
Yeah.
many as I need to answer the question. Like I'm gonna
Okay.
ask you questions. You're gonna help me.
Oh,
You're
okay.
gonna answer
We're
him, and
doing it
then
like that. Okay,
yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
Oh, you're gonna
Okay.
ask me the questions. Is he this? Is he that? And I'll say yes or no.
Yes, I'm gonna
Okay.
ask
And
questions based on the one that
I
you
have
already have
some
in your
hints
mind.
if you're ready. All right, you ready to do it?
Yep.
60 seconds on the clock, beginning right now.
DC or Marvel?
It could be. Does it have to be comic or no? No, right?
It, it,
Because you said it could
is
be any
it?
character, right?
Uh, I did, but like I was thinking of like I mean, how fucking wide is this? Am I even in the margin of it?
You know
Shit.
this character. You know this character. You know him.
Um. Okay. Is it
I'm gonna restart the timer though.
Okay. Okay.
It's
So
not
I
a
have to think. It's not just like a superhero. It could be literally anything.
yes.
Shit. Okay. Okay. Cool. All right.
All right, starting now.
Give me actually. Give me a minute 30 because this is a lot harder than
Okay,
shit. Think about. I'm sorry. Smurfs. Think of the Smurfs.
minute 30 starting now.
Is it a cartoon character?
Technically,
Technically a cartoon character. How many movies did it have?
one.
Had one movie.
Mhm.
Is this Paramount?
No.
Is it Warner Brothers?
Mm-mm.
Disney?
Mm-mm.
Cartoon Network?
You know what? I'm gonna give you a bit of a lifeline. Sister company, kind of Cartoon Network.
Sister Nickelodeon.
No,
Oh, Boomerang.
no, you're in the realm.
Fuck. Okay. Was it a kids cartoon?
No,
Is it an old cartoon?
old, yes, not for kids.
Is it are we talking 70s?
Close.
Okay, 70s, 80s.
80s,
Um
80s animated.
is it an animal?
No,
It's not an animal. It's a person.
30 seconds.
Um
Yes, person.
does he have a superpower?
No, no superpowers.
No superpowers? What the fuck? Shit, dude. My goodness. I don't even know what company it is still. Ra- Close to Boomerang. Shit, dude. I feel like the time ran out already. Like 10 seconds left?
10 seconds
Shit.
now. Yeah.
My goodness, is it? I was like, oh man, Snagglepuss, I got you there. It's not. Shit. Yeah, no, I don't even know what else to ask. Fuck.
1 second.
Yeah,
You have to drink pickle juice. Just kidding.
dude. Who
Adult
did you
Swim
think?
is Adult Swim like sister company of Cartoon Network? Was that right to say?
Isn't Adult Swim Cartoon Network?
They're separate channels.
It's still, I mean,
Technically.
for me, it's still 52.
It's the what?
It's still 52, channel 52.
Yeah, because like Lazarus is an Adult Swim show. That's not the character. But Lazarus is an Adult Swim show, not a Cartoon Network show. And then Toonami is
I asked
another
if it came
extension.
out in like in the 70s or 80s,
It's not
dude.
Lazarus.
Oh, it's not. What is it?
Not
What is it?
Lazarus. It was the character was Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop.
Um. Oh, so wait. Oh, he came out. He came out in. He was shown in Adult Swim.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Shit. All
Yeah.
right, I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna do one for you. I'm gonna do one
Oh
for you, but
shit.
I'm gonna do one for you because I already had this one in mind.
Okay.
This one is not as widespread.
Okay. Is it
So I'm
comic?
gonna give you. Yeah, it's superhero realm.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you 1 minute for that one.
All right.
All right, ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, cool. 1 minute on the clock.
Marvel, DC,
Marvel.
Marvel. X-Men,
No.
Avenger,
No.
Solo, Defender,
You. No.
Midnight Sun,
No. He's
Solo
not a group.
character. This
He's
is what
yeah. I guess you could say he's a solo. Yeah. Sure.
Solo.
Sorry.
Human.
No.
Powers.
Basically anything he wants.
Howard the Duck.
No.
Basically anything he wants. Oh, is he
Basically
a
anything he
celestial
wants.
being?
Yes.
Galactus.
No.
Beyonder.
No.
What's the name of the time one? Eternity.
No.
Shit. How much time I got?
You got 8 seconds.
Damn, that was a fast minute. Uh, lives in space.
Yep.
Oh, he's that one dude. I know who you're talking about. That shape shifting metal thing.
Who even is that?
No, it's not
Who
that.
you talking about? The time ran out. No. You want to do one more guess?
I have another question. I don't think I have a guess. Wait.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a solo. He could be anything.
He can do anything, basically.
But he
Not he
can do
be
anything.
anything. He can do anything.
The one above all.
You are so close. It's the Living Tribunal.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah, the one above all is the Living Tribunal. He's literally like a.
Yeah, I went from here to here.
Yeah, you
Okay.
said Celestial. I'm like, oh fuck, there's like 12 of them.
Yeah, I narrowed it down. Damn. Okay, I had
That
a
was
good
good.
plan of I had a good plan of attack though.
Do you want to do one more for me with superhero?
Uh,
Oh, I was lost from the get go.
yeah. Okay, we'll do. Oh no, I'm not gonna say from what it is. I'm thinking of one.
Just say
I'm not gonna
superheroes.
say anything. I have one in my head though.
For superhero.
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, we'll do a minute and then we'll wrap up because we'll hit the 130 mark.
Okay.
All right, ready?
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, boom.
Okay. Marvel, DC.
Marvel.
Marvel. He's a team member.
He is sometimes, for the most part, no.
Okay. Is he citywide? City
Not
hero?
at all.
Multiversal.
Not that far.
Is he space versal? I forgot what that's called.
Cosmic, yeah.
Cosmic. He's cosmic.
Cosmic.
And he sometimes isn't. Does he have electric powers?
Not necessarily, no.
Not necessarily. Shit. Was he in Secret Wars?
20 seconds. Original comic, yes.
The Beyonder?
No.
Molecule Man? I don't
No.
think he's in Secret Wars. Okay.
10 seconds.
Is he the antagonist?
In his first appearance, he was. I'll say that. 3 seconds.
Fuck. Was it Adam Warlock?
No, you are close though.
Oh really? Oh shit. Fuck.
I'll give you another guess.
Oh man. Wow. Okay, I have one more guess, right?
In his first appearance, he was antagonistic. He's cosmic, and he teams up every now and then, but he usually does his own thing.
Oh man. Okay, who was bad at first? Groot was bad at first, but he's not cosmic. Um. Oh snap. Okay. I gotta be fast.
You know this character too.
Oh, I do. Oh, that
No,
doesn't-
this one you know for sure.
Man, he was bad at first, and then he teams up
I'll give you
sometimes.
another line. Bad at first, meaning in his first appearance he ended up fighting a hero.
Oh, so he wasn't bad. He was just like two heroes fighting against each other, like a Black Panther versus a Fantastic Four type of situation.
Kind of. In his first appearance, we didn't really know what his deal was. He just fought. He ended up fighting this character, and then we learned his backstory, and then we realized he was just doing it to protect himself.
Can I ask one more question?
Yes. Yeah. Go ahead. Go for it. I want you to get this one.
Um, I gotta be careful. Um, is he related to the Guardians? In relation to the Guardians of the Galaxy?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't say he's that closely related.
Okay.
He's more related to the other side of cosmic, the less grounded cosmic side. Because Guardians is like
Oh,
kind of grounded.
fuck. What's that? The Eternals, the Eternals realm? Like shit.
If I say it, it'll kind of give it away.
Oh, would you? Okay, then don't
I
say
think
it.
so.
Oh man.
Maybe.
You want to do it? You want to
Do
do it?
you have
You want to
another
say?
question? I want you to get this one.
Oh man. Okay. Can I just keep asking a question?
I'll have to give you a few. I have to limit here. You get 5 more questions. 5. That's it.
Okay, 5 more
I'm
questions.
gonna have to say
Okay.
it.
Um, is it regarding? Are they in cahoots with yeah, cosmic? Are they a well-known character?
No.
No, they weren't. How many movies were there in? There were no movies.
You got it. I know you
Um,
do. These are all the right questions so far that you're asking.
yeah, no movies. Um, I already forgot what was the first one I asked.
If they're well known.
Okay, well known, no movies. Uh, man, oh my goodness. Does he? Is it Blue Marvel?
No.
Was I close?
Good guess, but nah, I wouldn't say you're close. It's a good
Fuck.
guess though. It's a good guess. You have
Yeah,
what?
because
Three more
he's
questions.
got yeah. Well, because it's like
He doesn't have
he's
electric
not in a
powers, but like
team. He's
no.
not in a team. Is he a is he a is he a tragic character?
Yes.
Is it the Silver Surfer?
No. You're so close actually. You're very close. But I don't know if you know
Really?
this. I don't know if you know this comic run, but you're so close.
Oh man.
How many questions do you have too?
I think I butchered the amount of questions, so I'm just gonna give myself one more question.
I think you have 2. Can I give you one and it'll take it away?
Sure.
He's not a human.
He's not human.
No.
Was he human?
No.
He was never human.
I'm gonna give you a big help right here. He was never human, but he looked nicer than he did. That's like the answer right there.
What?
You have one more question.
I already asked if he was antagonistic, right? He's not.
Nah, he does good for the most part. I mean, some comic runs like what he's doing is I don't know, it's kind of gray, but I want you to get it.
Oh, I'm not so sure if I know it. Because I am
You
thinking of Beta Ray Bill, but was it Beta Ray Bill?
yes.
Really? Oh wait, okay. Because
Better
I asked
and
if he had I asked him if he had electric powers. It's the fucking hammer. Or does it come from the hammer? He technically doesn't have electric powers.
he technically doesn't have electric powers. It's a little complicated. There's a lot of technicalities with the character.
God
His first appearance, he fought
damn
Thor
it!
because Thor
Damn,
is
if
flying through space.
if he had electric powers and you said yes, I would have said Beta Ray Bill.
Really?
I would have. Yeah, that's why I asked. I
Yeah.
was like, let's see. Cosmic, he's in space.
Yeah.
I already knew, but Beta Ray Bill, he sometimes teams. He's
Yeah.
usually alone. Very tragic.
That's why I was like, he looked
Oh
nicer than he
man.
did.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, because he was. Oh man. All right, good one. That was good. That was good. Well,
This
ladies
game
and
is fun.
gentlemen,
It's just no time.
you're right. You're right. But man, it was good. It was fun. Wow, we're ass.
Yeah,
We're ass
Stormbreaker.
because I needed like a
Stormbreaker
lot of fucking
gives
help,
him the power.
and
Maybe
then
I should have said yes,
man,
but
what a bunch of mahogany, man. But anyway,
anywho, speaking of cosmic side of
that wraps
Marvel,
up the end of the episode. That was
speaking
a
of the
lot of
cosmic side
fun.
of
I had a
Marvel,
good amount of
Fantastic Four is
conversation. Superman. Was that?
I was like, speaking of the cosmic side of Marvel, Fantastic Four is what's next up.
We were supposed to watch it yesterday, but we accidentally fumbled. Um,
The
didn't
date
realize
of the
it.
tickets.
Yeah, I had on my calendar, like I actually told Anthony, I'm like, because my calendar tells me when a movie's coming up. It's like, movie coming in 30 minutes. I'm like, Anthony, how funny. It's saying that the movie's coming up, but it's for
And then
tomorrow.
I was like, oh, cool, bro.
Yeah, and I went to sleep too. I took a nap. I was tired. And then I'm like, let me check the AMC app, and it says today at. I'm like, Anthony, the movie came or movie already passed. And he's like,
we
oh, it
we
happened.
missed the movie.
Thank God for A-list because A-list makes the tickets free for us. So, uh, but we're gonna see it and we'll
And
talk about it.
and you guys are still gonna get your episodes, so
Yeah, and we're probably gonna guess characters right when we do this thing again because I do like it, but we're pretty ass at it. So,
anyways, I
um,
mean, yeah, more games, more fun stuff, more conversation. We had a lot of conversation
yeah,
this episode. But
yeah, it
Fantastic
was
Four is
good.
coming up. More skits, more animations. Um man, I think that's pretty much it for this one.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for watching. We
We'll see
appreciate you
you
sitting through
later.
everything. See you at the movies.